on to with my cat on to the challenges that I have not yet done. See, these are the Mercenary Guild challenges, and for the most part, I got the challenges in this game, partly because they are a little bit more reasonable than in the previous game, but also because I did search out some challenges and do them in my playthrough. I didn't wait until I had to do this video to get all of them done. I probably could have gotten more. There's one where you have to kill people with poison. Those I probably could have gotten. A few of them I probably could have gotten with a normal gameplay, but I did it here just in one big chunk for the rest of the challenges that I hadn't done yet. Now, you can see here, I showed you where the scaffolding was. You basically just piss people off, run over here. Now, what's a little bit annoying here is those big brutes are kind of hard to grab. The two big brutes are kind of hard to grab and throw into the scaffolding. So I think some people end up, either I mess up and restart, or some other people come in to help that guy and end up throwing some people in. Oh, heck. But those big brutes are hard to grab. So the guy with the yellow cap on the very bottom, try to keep him alive and throw that guy into the scaffolding, because it's a lot easier. Trust me, it's a lot easier that way. I don't think I completely failed any attempts when I was doing it. I did have some troubles. Again, the first time right here, because I couldn't. It was hard to grab the brutes to throw them in the scaffolding. I'm just repeating myself, Pat. Sure, this is a pre-recorded video or post-recorded video, and I'm repeating myself. Very professional. Anyway. When you save and quit, you restart here, and I show you how I get back to the scaffolding. So it's close to the fast travel point there. So just to kind of show you, the scaffolding is just on the left, on the bottom of the hill here. You can see there. And then there's some guys that spawn above you right here on the little bridge part thing. So very quickly I grab something to get their attention, which I think is a knife, and they don't seem to like that. So the idea here is just to bait people, run over here, and I cut out the because it's not super important. There you go. Crash, 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 crash. So that's not too bad. I mean, you can go to any scaffolding, and if you really want to, you can kind of like chill there until some bad guys come around, and then just kill them as you're playing the game. This is kind of like an easy spot for me, because it's close to a spawn point, and there's always some enemies around. So there you go. Next, to kill some Byzantine Almogavars. Almogavars are kind of some of the brutes, not the ones that you've sawn, but they're kind of like bigger dudes. You'll see them there. I have no idea where I'm going, and you can kind of see I'm super lost. You end up going into the Thespian Part 2. And at the end, so this is the mission. I think it's a Master Assassin mission, where you have to kill an actress, and she is surrounded by a bunch of big burly dudes. Yeah, I just speed this up just because it's not super important. You kind of jump all the way around there. I end up killing that guy. I don't know, because I wanted to lower my notoriety. No, it's super important. Yeah, so she's performing her thing. Doesn't matter if you end up killing I think this is one of the Almogavars, I believe. But yeah, you just do. Come on, Pat. Oh no, sorry, these guys with the axes are the Almogavars. And so you just kind of fight as much as you want. Counter your best bet is because they're good with deflecting because they have big weapons. So you just fight them, and I just speed up, right? Once you've killed everybody, or once your assassin buddy kills the thespian, you kind of you know, save and quit and restart the level and then keep doing it. That's the easiest way I've found to do it. There's probably a looking elsewhere in the game, but this is just the easiest way to do it. Doesn't matter if you fail or not. If you've got, like you see here, I've got the challenge. If you have the challenge, then you can quit out and you're not going to lose progress on those things. The combo 5 streak is the combo kill streak of at least 5 kills is in a different. Yeah, it's this one, fourth part of the world. Same idea. You kind of at the start of the mission, there's a whole bunch of dudes around. You just run in and just start whacking people. However you wanna do that. You move up a little bit. You talk to Sophia, and she's super impressed by that dude. You can just. Luckily, this is one of the Assassin's Creeds where you can skip the cutscenes. They're the cinematics, so that's really nice. But yeah, having said that, you do yeah, like you just run in and you get a bunch of people on your booty hole, and you just kind of. There's 4 guys there. There's 2 guys down three guys, yeah, down here. So you have a slight, you know, you have a little bit, and like, this is not that big of a deal. If you fail this area here, it's not that big of a deal, because sort of back into the left of where my camera is right now, there's about 5 or 6 other guys that you can kind of bait around and have them join you if you really want to. So I don't know if this counts. I just basically did this a whole bunch of times, and you can see I speed the video up. Right, start over again, and then just keep doing this. I think I had 3 of 10 or 3 of, I don't remember how many I had. But you just keep doing that over and over and over. It's or I mean, to be fair, like if you're better than me, you can probably get it in game. Yeah, you can see here I'm dating other people at the moment. If you're better than me in the game, you can probably get it in the game fairly easy. The issue is just trying to have 5 people together to fight you at the same time. It's not, I don't want to say it's tough, but it's also not the easiest thing to find. Just 5 guys just lying around. You're usually gonna have groups of 2 or 3 just chilling together. And if a wandering group of 4 happens to be on the street, you can kind of just grab everybody around and fight them off. This is the easiest way, though. If you don't want to deal with kind of RNG enemies spawning in groups of 5, then that's the easiest way. The Romanis, I did fewer things than the Romanis. Now, one thing is that the kills with crossbows. During my normal gameplay, I got fewer challenges for the Romanis, just because one of them is using a hiding spot, an evade spot, which I don't usually do. I usually run away until they get pissed, until they get tired and stop running after me. So I did miss a few of them. Easiest thing to do here is just get someone to aggro and just run around and just run around. Go around a building and then sit on a bench or hide in a group of people. I end up finding around here, this little area here, I'll spend a lot of time because in the bridge on the, well, anyway, I'll point it out later if it really matters. For this challenge, I end up going on a roof there and finding a place to hide. I don't know what you call those little kind of things, but I end up doing most of, so I evade these people that way, and I end up running around baiting everybody, running around in a circle so that they're around the building, so they can't really see me run up that much, and then going in here and getting the challenge done that way. It's, again, you don't have to be here, you can be anywhere, right? And during normal gameplay, if you are not as impatient as me, you can probably get it done during the game if you don't mind running and sitting somewhere for a few seconds until they get tired of looking at you. I do annoy this guy a fair bit, so it is kind of funny that way. But you can see, fairly quickly how I do this. The second thing I had to do was to kill crossbow people while, kill people with crossbows while not being spotted. I end up doing that during this section here. So, and I end up getting that. See, I got 1 guard left to kill. So I end up getting that as I was getting the last crowd hiding spot. I end up going down here, and I do slow it down so you can see it, and just killing these people here so that they aggro on me. And it just happened that I killed the last Tony, the last guy with the bow.
What are you doing?
Last guy with the crossbow. So this is also the last time, or the last time I have to hide by using stealth, or evade using stealth. The poison one, I don't know why I didn't get. The next one is to kill a bunch of guards with poison. I got 12 out of 15. I absolutely would have gotten that through the rest of the playthrough if I had not done this at this point. I think you get poison a little bit later in the game, if I remember properly. If not, then I'm an idiot and don't trust me. Point being, this is like the easiest thing in the world to do. You just walk around, you shank people with your poison, or you go up on a roof and you hit them with a poison dart. Either way, it doesn't matter. Poison is poison. And I end up getting beaten up by this guy for a bit. He bullies me, and then I'm like, yeah, no. And so they end up having, you know, a little dance with each other, a bit of a tango, and I enjoy seeing that. So I'm seeing that right now. So I'm looking at that right now. And I think this is the 14th or 15th. The 15th guy I get is the area, like I said earlier, that I'm going to spend a lot of time, because there is a guy that walks around in a very specific path, so it's easy to predict his movement if you want to use stuff for bombs. And right below that guy, there are two guards that are standing in front of a chest, so they don't move, so easy to pick apart with bombs or poison or whatever you want to do with them. And there's also two other guards patrolling around. So if you want to get the 5 guards together, you can actually just run around a bit, piss them off, and then get them all gathered together. But again, the mission that I showed earlier is a little bit easier. So this area here, I'm going to spend a lot of time, just because there's 5 guys, and they are all particularly, they all have things that you want. Right, they do things that you want, right, which is walk around to hit like trip mines. If you want to, if every time you pass this, I have to do the trip mines a bit later for the bomb kills. But if you want to get your trip mine kills or your bomb kills, every time you pass by this area, the guy on the roof, you can just put a trip mine behind him. He'll eventually end up walking around in a circle and getting them, and getting hit by that trip mine. So, same thing. There's 2 guys there, and then there's 2 guys walking around. You can use them, you know, be creative. You can figure out how you want to use them. But for now, I'm done with the poison. Again, super easy to do. This is something I absolutely would have gotten if I had kept playing the game and not done the challenges right now. The one Thieves Guild thing I have to do is... Oh, no, I have to... Sorry, that's next. I have to kill guards using bombs without being spotted. So I show here what bombs I make. It's not that. I mean, it's not. This is just super simple. You take a shrapnel bomb with any casing or any gunpowder. Obviously, I think the British gunpowder, the one that exploded the most, and the sticky pouch are the option of choice, the best options, because they will do the most damage in the biggest radius, and they're the easiest to stick to someone. Sticking to someone is also a bomb challenge. So if you use a sticky bomb, then you are going to get that challenge at the same time. I end up getting the challenge, I think, the first time I threw a bomb on someone, or a second, something doesn't matter. So, yeah, so you can just, like, chill here again. Now, this is without being spotted. The thing with this is that the guy on the roof that I shanked with the poison, he can see you from there. So my recommendation is to go shank him first, and then come back to the little railing here, kill those guys, right? Kill those guys. You can see he's watching me. So that first one counted. I don't think these 2 counted towards my total. I kept it in just to show you as an example, and it's also really difficult to kind of figure out sometimes what counts and what doesn't count, because it's kind of weird. So, yeah, so here are all my kills or non-kills, or this is what led me to get the challenge, put it that way. Most of these I'm pretty sure count. I think the only one that didn't count is the one I pointed out. You can see here me being an action hero, getting kills while walking away. And you can see, I don't know if I shanked the guy here or not, but yeah, so that's the last one I get before I get the challenge right there. So that's it. And like I said, the one zipline assassination, or the one thieves guild thing that I have to do is perform a zipline assassination. You do get that fairly early on in the game in a story mission, so you can repeat that story mission over and over again. If you don't want to do that, there is a place in the overworld. See, all of them. I got all of them. There is a place in the overworld that has 2 dudes under a zip line, and so you can get it done pretty quickly. I end up doing some pretty fancy editing, you know, to save time in this video. But I do show all my kills. So this is kind of where you want to go. This little sort of reverse L-shaped building right under the vendor there. That's a little courtyard. Did I not speed this up? No, I guess I didn't speed this up. So, yeah, in that little courtyard, this is kind of, I guess, showing you exactly where to go for that, even though I showed you on the map. But I guess this is from the fast travel point, just to show you exactly how to get there. But, like I said, there is a zip line that leads right over 2 dudes. I don't need that. You don't need that. Oh, I guess I haven't done the bombs yet, so I did need that. So right there, that zip line there. You just kind of get yourself on it, and then once you're over the 2 guys, you press the assassination button. See? Very fancy. I press the assassination button, and you end up doing all of that at the same time. You get 2. At the same time, even I think it's only 10 kills, so even if you have to repeat it over and over again like I did, it takes you less than 10 minutes, because you start right around the corner. So when you save and quit and reload, you start around the corner, so it's not very hard to find or to get to. So this is just to show I got all of the thieves. I won this thieves guild challenges. I did get most of these because I partly read up on them, and partly, you know, playing the game, you get a ton of them. The bomb ones I was kind of apprehensive about doing. I ended up kind of liking bombs a little more than I thought throughout the game, which I've mentioned a couple other times. I did not get a lot of the challenges here, and doing these challenges kind of made me appreciate bombs a little bit more in this game. They are sorely lacking in some of the future Assassin's Creed games, just saying. having grenades in Unity would be super helpful, and it was possible technologically. But anyway, so the same. Okay, so yeah, same thing. You want to kill 5 guards using 1 bomb. This is the same. Again, I show you what bomb I create, but the big recommendation here is getting obviously shrapnel and getting the British gunpowder, the one with the biggest area of effect, because it's really hard to get 5 people standing on top of each other in this game. So anyway. Yeah, load up in the mission. Same mission as the one with the combo kill streak. I do. This is sort of a little Three Stooges-y, but I end up keeping everything in just because it's funny and it made me laugh when I was playing. It's just a little bit. No, I don't think I was frustrated. I think it just made me laugh, just because it's so ridiculous. So anyway, so yeah, skip the cinematic, which is a nice thing that the game lets you do. Again, don't really care about sync because I had previously gotten full sync on that. Yeah, this one's a little trickier because having 5 people stand in a certain size radius, is not always easy to do. It's not always obvious. But again, if you bait them, you run in. You bait these guys, you kind of run back. Right? There's, like I said, there's people everywhere in this little entry area. I think there's 6 people here. I end up getting yeeted in the water, and they keep pelting me with rocks, so I can't actually get up on them. Back up. So it was, yeah, you know, a little bit pelting me with rocks, because of course that helps a lot. Anyway, throw a bomb. That does a little bit of damage to me, I think. It does not do damage to me, but I don't get the kills for some reason. It surprises me. And I'm like, please don't knock me in the thing. Now I get the 5 kills. Somehow. And that's it. That's as easy as it is. You have to do it once, so yeah, as long as, you know, you're a little bit lucky in getting 5 people close enough together, I end up doing it just for, just for show, to show you I'm the best player ever. So this is that. The guard with the tripwire bombs, I thought that it would be, okay, so if you want the easiest way to do it, right, and you don't care about, speed, like if you just want to spend an afternoon messing around in Assassin's Creed, just having fun, this is the easiest way to do it. He is very slow, but he also spends a lot of time looking away from you. This is a Datura bomb because you can buy those. I end up, yeah, so he walks to the corner, walks back, and then walks, because he walks fairly slowly and he's not running, the poison will get to him and he'll die. If people are running after you and they walk through one of those, they won't get caught by the poison. So I did try that. I don't think I keep it in, but I end up switching over to explosive bombs pretty quickly because that's a much better, much more reliable way of killing someone. But again, if you want to have the easiest way and don't care about time, this is the easiest way. He is, right, very consistent and very reliable in this. Otherwise, you can go to, I don't know, little monument. I forget what the monument is. But you go to the monument on the west side of the city, right here, and you just plant a bomb in front of these 4 guys. 3 or 4 guys will die every time they start running after you. When you plant a bomb, they may aggro to you, or they may get suspicious. Otherwise, you can just, like I do, right? Run around, and then killing a bunch of civilians because they die by poison. But otherwise, yeah, so this is where I switch to the explosives. Plant a bomb, they will either aggro or get fairly annoyed at you. You kind of just juggle them a bit and plant them on the front, and 1 or 2 people, I think 3 people died there. And you can kind of see, this is what I did to get them. Not super hard. This is probably a little bit faster, if not 100% reliable. Because sometimes you get 1 person, sometimes you get 5 person, just like there, and a ton of people. So it really, it kind of depends on how, an RNG a little bit. So either or, and this is a really easy way of doing things. Not very. Did not take as much time as I thought. Doing the bomb challenges did not take as much time as I thought. It took me about 40 minutes to get them all done, but I thought it would have taken like an hour and a half or so. And then Killer Guard incapacitated by duck bomb. You get one of the smoke bombs together, which I think is the phosphorus bombs. I think this is phosphorus bombs, and then drop a bomb and shank people. That's really what it is. You walk around until you find some enemies and you shank people. Now, what you can always do is you can go to Old Reliable, where the 2 guys are standing on the bottom, and then 2 guys are walking around, and then a guy on the roof. That's 5 guys in one shot, right? You get 3 bombs at a time. You can shank them. You can do 3 spot, or you can go to the monument I was just at, and then you get 4 people at once. So I mean, whatever you want. I realized I didn't have too many left at this point, so I was just walking around doing what I did there because it was, again, maybe not the most efficient way of doing things, but it was easy and it was, I didn't want to mess with it too much. Now these last 2, craft a bomb of each type and use every bomb effect twice. Now the second one is not so bad. I'll start talking now because it is actually a fairly annoying. Apparently, based on the internet, it's actually a fairly annoying thing to do. So, use every bomb effect twice is not that big of a deal if you do all the Piri Raise missions. You end up using all the bomb types once there. And so you just have to craft them and use them once for the rest of the game. Now, the annoying thing with this is the game doesn't track what you've done, and it doesn't tell you what you have to do. The forums I looked at weren't super conclusive, so I kind of show you what I did there, what I'm doing there. Although you can't, yeah, I'm kind of showing you what I'm doing there. I'm grabbing, I craft 3 types of bombs, right? The lethal, the tactical, and the other one. I use the same impact shell, the same gunpowder, and then I just change the effect and I just started going down the list, right? Just not super efficient, not super intelligent, just essentially just brute forcing my way through this challenge, right? Creating one bomb at a time, and then just changing one thing every time I decide to. Oh, the diversion pouch. There you go. That's the other one. Just changing one thing each time, and eventually that kind of gets you what you want. Some people say that don't craft 3 of them in the machine, like in the it only counts if you craft them from your menu and not at the crafting table. So this is why I crafted one. I don't know if it's true or not, but just to cover my bases, I sort of opened up my menu and crafted 1 of each grenade. And to make it easy on myself, I just crafted 2 of each grenades, right? Because you have to use the effect twice. And so I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go down the list, right? Just throw a grenade, hope for the best. Throw a grenade a second time, hope for the best, and then just use the second type of grenade, use the third type of grenade. Just very brute force way of doing this. It's the most logical way I could think of at the time I did this. Because if you really, really want to do this at one point, you can kind of keep track of the grenades you're using, but that's not really efficient use of your time while playing the game, grabbing your pen and paper every time you make a grenade. So, again, just, hope for the best. Hopefully you are as lucky as I will. I get it, like, the second time I go back to the table and start crafting stuff, I end up getting it there. So I wish you as much luck as... Oh, was it not there? I may have... Maybe it was the third time. I slow it down here because I do get the use every effect twice challenge. So I got that one first. Again, just going down the list and throwing grenades. And I thought it was going to be a lot more annoying than it actually ended up being. But again, maybe I was just lucky. So, not a tremendous... There's not much else you can do, right? The game does such a bad job of explaining exactly what it means, and it does, like, a zero job of actually tracking, helping you track what you've done and how you've done it. But anyway, I end up crafting all these bombs here and getting the challenge. And that's the last challenge. That's the last challenge I have to do. No more challenges in the game. And they do get better with the next games, by the way. So that's, you don't get any... No, well, they kind of get... Some of them are kind of annoying. No, they're about the same. They're about the same. They don't get better. They're about the same. But anyway, this is what I have to show you. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy whatever nonsense I give you next.